So I'm in Flanders for opening weekend, the traditional start of the cycling calendar, when it is traditional for very fit people to ride very fast over cobbled tracks. And I'm here to experience some of them for myself and watch the professionals do it very quickly. In between that, I will be mainly eating frites, drinking beer and chilling out. Cobbles, 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 cobbles. It wasn't meant to rain. I was just thinking that most of this route had been decent quality gravel with just a few bits of mud, but yeah, I've hit the peanut butter. First sign that something's on tomorrow. Cold misty day in Geraardsbergen for Omloop Nieuwsblad. This is my rather wonderful hotel, and the best thing about it is I have my own private bike garage. Oh, I don't know what that is. I thought it was a shirt for you this week.
Guys, I think
that was all fun, but I got a bit cold, so I'm going to take a fast run back to Geraardsbergen, and try and get some warmth in these old bones. While I was out, somebody's turned my towel into a swan. So quick change at the hotel room, and I've got to hike across Geraardsbergen to get to the Muur. Muur, of course, means wall, and this is no exaggeration. This is brutal. Now this is the easy bit. This is where it gets really hard, as I'm going to find out Monday. And then the final stretch up to the chapel at the top. I'm knackered just walking.
was all very exciting, but they came over in one big group. I was hoping they would have split up a bit by then. I think it's fracturing now as they go in, but it's quite big groups with 5 kilometres to go according to my app. Yeah, but now I'm just sort of hanging around trying not to get cold before the women's race comes through.
Come on! Yeah! Come on! You've got this!
6 minutes to the peloton, so I think one of those 3 or 4 will nick it. I can't see him being drawn back now. That was a lot more exciting than the men's because the breaks had a fair old lead, and the peloton splintered into tiny bits, really coming over in dribs and drabs there. Probably still coming up behind me, but I need to go and get some dinner.
Hoe is het gevoel?
Happy winner.
Ja, het is echt fantastisch. Ik had het nooit...
She didn't look that smiling coming over the top, she looked exhausted.
Zeker, ja, omdat ik niet zo snelle benen heb.
So it's a sunny, quiet morning here in Geraardsbergen. It's the day after Omloop, so that must mean Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne. I'm hoping to catch it in 2 different places. I think I might have ballsed up here because there is the peloton, and I thought they weren't meant to be here for 2 hours, or for another hour at least. Hard. It's hard. I'll go back down again. Right, the good news is I haven't missed the race. That was the juniors coming through, and I've got an hour or so following my rather pathetic climb of the Berg 10 Hoot to wait to see how the professionals do it. I've got my breath back just about. So that was all very relaxed at this point in the race. A break had really only established about 20 minutes beforehand. They just seemed to cruise up both the break and the peloton. Now I am off back down
the berg and try and catch them a bit further along. So I'm at the Geraardsbergen, the second and last bit of Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne today I'll see live, and it's another steep cobble climb. Apparently there's been an attack out of the peloton, so it might get a bit more exciting here. Who knows? Hopefully it hasn't been rolled back by then. So yeah, that was quite exciting because the peloton was splitting on the way up. It has to be said that they, I don't know whether it's because it's Sunday or it's a different crowd for Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne, but it's been less sort of beery bonhomie going on both the climbs, much more reserved, just politely clapping the cyclists as they come past. Right, I've now got a nice, hopefully 20k-ish back to Geraardsbergen for dinner. Proper gravel. I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten what viande haché was, and I wasn't really expecting to eat a ton of raw mince. It was very pleasant, but let's hope my stomach can process it on the ride home. So that was fun, although slightly less fun than yesterday. The atmosphere, as I said, was much more of a party atmosphere. It was a bit more sober, both metaphorically and literally today. I didn't see anybody really drinking a beer, never mind producing crates of beer by the roadside. And it was all measured quite politely. It ended up, as Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne often does, after all that brutal climbing, the bunch sprint, Philipsen appears to have just about nicked it for his first win of the season. So saw that at the pub,
yeah, the pub was great, but it was lovely and sunny until it wasn't, and I just got a bit cold, and then I was trying to push the pace a wee bit to keep warm on the way back, and having eaten a ton of raw meat, yeah, my stomach's feeling a little bit weird, but hey. I couldn't come to Belgium and not eat fruits. So, Monday morning, time to go home. Last visit to my garage. It's sunny, but it's also very cold with a thick frost on the cars. But fortunately, it doesn't seem to be slippy at ground level, so fingers crossed. Well, goodbye little chapel. Goodbye Geraardsbergen. I've really enjoyed this. Now I've got a train to catch. This is the alternative route to the one I couldn't ride. Right, I messed up. I thought I'd skipped the difficult bit, but I swapped out an easy bit for a difficult bit, and now I've got the difficult bit still in here. Oh well, bit of hike a bike first thing in the morning, never mind. Ice pools. So I made it to Brussels Midi with plenty of time to spare. Just been stuffing my face with waffle and chocolate, coffee of course. So this is the end of my Flandrian adventure. I've had an absolutely fantastic time. I loved the bike racing, I loved riding around the countryside, going through all these gravel tracks and the rest of it. But most of all, I really got on well with the people. I was spoiled rotten by so many people wanting to take care of me. It made me feel welcome. So more than anything else, I really like the Flandrians. So, time to go and get on the train.